On September 25th, 1962, Sonny Liston would win the heavyweight championship of the world when he would knock out Floyd Patterson in devastating fashion in the first round. Liston would dominate the entire fight that lasted just 2 minutes and 6 seconds. Patterson would use a lot of movement, and when he got inside, he would try to stay inside by clinching and holding. But Liston's strength proved to be too much, and when Patterson got inside, he was easily outpowered. And from the clinch, Liston landed a clean left hook to the temple. Liston then follows up with a series of punches, the last being a brutal left hook. And that's how Sonny Liston became the heavyweight champion. But luckily for Floyd Patterson, he would add a rematch clause into their contract, so he would get a second chance to redeem himself. But the fans would be forced to wait, as this fight would go on to be postponed 3 separate times. The first 2 postponements both would be due to Sonny Liston's reoccurring knee injury. And the final postponement would come when Floyd Patterson would have to have a benign tumor removed from his right hand. The rematch would eventually take place on July 22nd, 1963 at the Convention Center in Las Vegas, Nevada. Sonny Liston would enter this fight at 215 pounds, and Floyd Patterson would enter this fight at 194 pounds. But the real question is, did Floyd Patterson make the proper adjustments to rematch Sonny Liston? One thing you'll notice right away is Patterson is not so eager to get inside in Sonny Liston's range as he was in the first fight. And he's also not bobbing up and down as much as well. Sonny Liston was able to time those bobs with his uppercut, and they did some pretty serious damage. But here, Patterson's actually working behind his jab, and he's moving around a lot in hopes of staying outside of Sonny Liston's range. But that too would be a risky game plan, as Liston has a 13-inch reach advantage over Patterson. While trying to stay out of Liston's range, Patterson will get backed into the ropes right here, and he will get clipped right there with a nasty right uppercut, followed by a series of punches, and Liston floors Patterson for the first time. Patterson's able to hop up very quickly after that knockdown, but you can tell those punches did some pretty serious damage. And Patterson here will slip Liston's jab and get inside and try to hold and clinch, possibly trying to buy some time to clear those cobwebs out from that first knockdown. And Liston can sense this. He's starting to let his hands go right now, and Floyd Patterson's in some serious trouble. And Patterson will hold and clinch every chance he gets, just trying to buy some time to get through the round. Most likely out of desperation, Patterson will fire off a brutal 1-2 right there, but it misses the mark. Liston counters with a left hook of his own, followed by a series of punches, and down he goes for a second time. And you can tell he's hurt pretty bad physically, and I would imagine psychologically as well. At this point, Patterson's desperate to land something. He throws another 1-2, but Liston ducks underneath of it, catches him with 2 rights, and then another left hook across the jaw, and down goes Patterson for the 3rd time. Being the warrior that Patterson is, he tries to get to his feet to beat the count, but he's just a few seconds too late. The fight is over. Sonny Liston again has defeated Floyd Patterson in the first round by knockout. Patterson never really gave Liston any real resistance in either one of these 2 fights. It's evident Patterson came with a different game plan than he did in the first. He tried to work behind his jab and move around and not get caught inside Liston's range here in this second fight. But Liston applied pressure and swarmed him, and eventually he got him back in the ropes where he would clip him with that right uppercut, and it was all downhill from there. In my humble opinion, I think Floyd Patterson's style was just made to order for Sonny Liston. I also think Liston's just too strong and powerful for Patterson. Today, Patterson would be nothing more than a small cruiserweight. As I sit and try to think of what Floyd Patterson could have done with the skills he possesses to be able to contend with somebody like Sonny Liston, and I just cannot think of a single way he could do it. Just looking at the tail of tape, Liston is taller, Liston is heavier. Liston has a longer reach. Liston is stronger. Liston is more powerful. It just goes on and on. But that's not to make any excuses for Floyd Patterson. He has defeated several great heavyweights of his era and deserves to be regarded as one of the best of his era. As for Sonny Liston, as boxing goes on and new faces come and go, we sometimes forget about those who came before them and how good some of them were. And Sonny Liston definitely falls in that category. In Sonny Liston's prime, he was an absolute savage, a wrecking ball. He came to destroy, and you knew it, and you couldn't do anything about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoy this type of content, why not subscribe and make sure you hit the bell for notifications so you do not miss a single video that I make. If you guys would like me to do a particular boxer, just let me know in the comments and I'll jump on that as soon as I can. Have a great holiday season and a safe and happy New Year, guys.